Welcome back to the second Battle Royale episode where our other two Hall of Famers, Daniel and John, have gathered over on this little movie trivia show to duke it out to see which one will move on to the next round and go against Ben to become the ultimate Are You a Movie Oracle channel? That's not a word. No, that is a word, but that's not the word I want. I want the word champions. We'll go with that one. So with my illiteracy going, let's welcome back Daniel and John. Hi guys.
Hello.
Hello.
Good evening.
Yes.
I think we can expect
Good
more
evening, Brian.
verbal slips from me today, so this should be swell. How are you guys feeling about this little match today?
I feel prepared. I feel very prepared. I did my homework. I was a good boy.
I did some homework, so I'm used to being the C student, but I'm slightly prepared. For once, I don't have Jaeger. I don't have gin. I don't even have ice cream. I have tea. So I've kind of slowly gotten healthier.
I had about 2 hits of Crown Royale about a couple hours before this, so I'm fresh.
So let's talk about how the Battle Royale episodes work if you haven't seen the first one. Different to the usual lineup, we have 4 rounds instead of 3. First round is the traditional multiple choice. Then we move on to round 2, which is the traditional no multiple choice. Then we move on to round 3, where I have brought back the lightning round from the Redemption series, where competitors have 60 seconds to try and answer all 10 questions from the category for that round. This is actually one where Daniel may have a bit of an advantage because he has experienced the lightning round before, and he did okay-ish.
Yeah.
But this will be John's first time, but maybe Daniel will be better this time around, so we will see. Then we move on to round 4, which is dubbed Are You a Movie Oracle, where I will ask our competitors past questions from past episodes they were in that they got wrong. And we'll see if they have learned from their mistakes. I've got to admit, this was a little bit of a challenge on John's part. He doesn't get too many questions wrong. So trying to find questions that he got wrong was a challenge for me. So.
Though I admit it was fun. Maybe this time I'll actually get answers right for answers that were actually in the option of answers, as opposed to me making up my own answers, like I've done a couple times. Because
that would be appreciated. Most rules are still the same. 10 seconds to answer each question. Competitors can ask for hints in every round except the lightning round. And of course that comes with being willing to sacrifice half a point from your total score at the end of the game. We'll talk a little bit more about what you can do during the lightning round. So with that said, let's find out what the category for round 1 is. Category for round 1, gentlemen, is horror.
Isn't it always?
No.
Seems like every time I'm on this show, it's horror.
Wasn't last time.
It wasn't? I feel like it always is.
I'm going alphabetically because it's fair. D comes before J because I went to school. So, Daniel, you get the first question. Are you ready?
Let's do it.
Your first question is, one of these is not a rule for surviving a horror movie as stated by Randy Meeks in 1996's Scream. Is it A, you can never have sex? B, you can never drink or do drugs? C, you can never say, I'll be right back? Or D, you can never sleep over at a friend's house? Time starts now.
You can never sleep over at a friend's house.
You are correct, but why can't I? Just kidding.
Well, I don't know.
Bad joke.
I have a
Bad
Slumber Party
joke.
I have a
I
Slumber
also
Party
have
Massacre
no
trilogy
friends.
that pretty much will say that should be a rule.
John, your question. The Blair Witch Project is set in which US state? Is it A, Maine, B, Maryland, C, Pennsylvania, or D, Indiana? Time starts now.
Maryland.
That is correct. Back over to Daniel. What was the name of the witch in 2013's The Conjuring? Is it A, Bathsheba, B, Annabelle, C, Valak, or D, Elizabeth? Time starts now.
Valak.
It is not Valak, I'm afraid.
I'm gonna go with A.
You are correct. It was Bathsheba.
Okay.
John, your question. Where had Sophie met her childhood friend who would later haunt her in 2016's Lights Out? Is it A, school, B, they were cousins, C, mental hospital, or D, they were actually sisters? Time starts now.
Never saw it. I'm just gonna guess that they were in a mental institution together.
You are correct. They were in a mental institution together.
Wow.
Daniel, your question! And it's a funny question because we were kind of just talking about this. The Babadook was filmed in which Australian capital city? Is it A, Adelaide, B, Perth, C, Darwin, or D, Melbourne? Time starts now.
Okay. Let's go with Perth?
It was not Perth, I'm afraid. The film doesn't have enough personality.
Ba-dum-bum-tsh.
It's a bad person.
I win! Oh, did you just throw your baby out the window?
Don't go breaking baby furniture, Daniel. You can't replace it that easily.
And the baby that might be in there.
Ah, shit, he's stuck on the roof. Somebody get me a shovel. I'll scrape it off.
John, what is your answer?
Because it just stands out in my brain the most, I'm going to say Melbourne.
I will overlook your American pronunciation of the word. It is not Melbourne. The answer is Adelaide.
Adelaide. Adelaide, Adelaide.
Say it with me, gentlemen. Melbourne.
Melbourne.
Melbourne?
Correct. John, your question. What language is spoken in 2014's A Girl Walks Home Alone at Night? Is it A, Turkish, B, Arabic, C, Pashto, or D, Persian? Time starts now.
Dang it, Joe Bob, why didn't you say this? I'm going to say the third option, C.
It is not Pashto. Daniel.
It's Persian.
It is Persian. Daniel.
Okay.
How many times is the word zombie mentioned in 2016's Train to Busan? Is it A, 0, B, 1, C, 2, or D, 3? Time starts now.
I'm trying to think. What would this go for? Would it be something that's... I'm just gonna go 0.
It's a good guess, but it is not 0.
Okay. Now, I did see it and fell madly in love with it. But if I remember correctly, I think it was only once.
You are correct. The word is only mentioned once.
Yep.
John, your question. What was the name of the leader of the coven in 1977's Suspiria? Is it A, Miss Tanner, B, Olga, C, Madame Blanc, or D, Helena Marcos? Time starts now.
Helena Marcos.
You are correct. Daniel, your question. What was the name of Freddy Krueger's mother? Is it A, Loretta, B, Margaret, C, Amanda, or D, Nancy? Time starts now.
I have made my way through most of the Nightmare movies, and I finally got past these. So Amanda Krueger, the Deus Ex Machina of, I think it was 4 or 5. I'm going to go with 4. No, 5. That's the one where they're in the church, right? And they're fighting off the weird, yeah. Okay, we'll go that one. But yeah, Amanda Krueger.
It was indeed Amanda Krueger. John, It's almost like this question was written for you, even though it technically wasn't. Your question is, who says the Saw is family in 1986's Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2? Is it A, Drayton, B, Chop Top, C, Nubins, or G, Jedediah? Time starts now.
That would be Drayton Sawyer.
It was indeed Drayton Sawyer.
Six, six, but the Shaw is family.
Category for round 2 is comedy. Couldn't get more polar opposite to horror, so...
Debatable.
Oh, just let me have my moment, okay?
Because Texas
Just
Chainsaw
let me
2.
say my shit. Just let me say it. I don't ask for much.
Yes, you do. You ask for a lot.
As so be. Anyway, Daniel, your first question. In 1993's Robin Hood Men in Tights, what affliction does Blinken suffer from? Time starts now.
It's been a long time. He's blind?
Correct, he is blind.
Sure. Okay, let's go with the name.
I do love Blinken. He has some of my
Yeah.
favourite lines. Master Robin, you lost your arms in battle, but you grew some nice boobs.
Boobs.
Ah, good times. John, your question. What film stars Cameron Diaz, Christina Applegate, and Selma Blair? Time starts now.
The Sweetest Thing.
It is The Sweetest Thing, which has one of my favourite songs, You're Too Big to Fit in Here. Ah, Daniel, in what 1999 film will you find this quote? Look, I have one job on this ship. It's stupid, but I'm gonna do it, okay? Time starts now.
1999. Look, I got one job on the ship. And stupid. I don't know why this is popping in my head, but I don't like The Mummy. It's popping in my head.
I like that option, but no, it is not The Mummy. John
That would be Galaxy Quest.
was indeed Galaxy Quest.
I was way too young to be watching Galaxy Quest.
It was PG-13.
I was 6. I didn't understand any of that
Sir?
shit.
I was watching PG-13 movies while you were little spermies in your dad's nutsack. Jeez.
I did not get it.
I was
remember
8 and
it.
watching that movie. It's hilarious.
I didn't get it. I was watching it, I was just kind of like, okay, sure, it's the Buzz Lightyear, like, doing some things, like, what have you. And I haven't seen
Watch
it
it
It's
since.
like
again.
it's a total parody of Star Trek and mostly like sci-fi conventions and washed up actors. It's amazing.
And it's probably like the most empowering geek movie like of all time.
Yeah, literally, the geeks save the day.
Yeah.
Okay.
John, your question. In what 2001 film will you find this quote? Look, don't stomp your little last season Prada shoes on me, honey. Time starts now.
Don't stop your little Prada shoes at me. No, it's not the Devil Wears Prada. That was way later. Fuck, I'm gonna say the Wedding Planner.
Was not The Wedding Planner.
Mm.
Don't stop.
Daniel, anything.
Don't stop your little Prada shoes.
This is wrong, but Bridget Jones is the first one.
Not Bridget Jones. The answer is Legally Blonde.
Ow.
Oh.
And I really love these next two questions I wrote. I'm sorry. I love them so much.
See, whenever Ashley loves a question, that's when I'm fucked. I know it. I just know it.
No, they're not bad questions. They're funny questions, which are very fitting for comedy.
Yes.
Daniel, your question. What fruit does Dina turn into a sexual act in 2017's Girls Trip? Time starts now.
A grapefruit.
You are correct. It was a grapefruit.
You know, I was this close to bringing like a peeled grapefruit as my snack for today. It's close. It's close.
Missed opportunity. That would have been comedy.
Missed opportunity. Just
Yeah.
Damn it, we could have had some live
We
grapefruit.
could have had it all. Rolling in the fruit.
John, you get another fruit question. Yahoo!
Woo!
What fruit does Carmen Electra's character choose as a weapon in 2000's Scary Movie? Time starts now.
A banana?
You are correct, it was a banana!
Yep.
Daniel, your question. In 1996's The First Wives Club, who does Diane Keaton's character's husband leave her for? Time starts now.
Can I say the actress or do I have to say the character name?
Character. Not so much name, but you can say anything if you know it.
I obviously don't fucking know it. But alright, so First Wives and Keaton. Let's go with Samantha.
You're thinking of Sex and the City, I feel
I
like.
think he's saying Sex in the City.
I'm really not. That's just the first name that popped up. That wasn't like Gertrude or Mildred or some shit like that.
Why are those the names in your head?
I don't know.
No, it's not Samantha.
I've
John,
got
do
Patty
you
Movie
answer?
stuck in my head or something. Maybe the 70s and 80s are getting to me.
Oh, dear.
Oh my god! I'm taking that. As soon as I start filming this, I'm showing that, you saying that to my mother. That is hilarious. Australians will fucking die. Oh my god, that is epic. John, what is your answer?
You said the occupation's fine?
Occupation is fine.
The therapist. Her husband ran off with the therapist.
That is correct. He left her for their own therapist, who was played by one of my favorite actresses, Marsha Gay Harden.
Who was awesome in The Mist. Loved her in The Mist.
I know, she so convincingly makes you hate her.
Oh,
yeah.
man.
Yeah.
So good.
John, what is the name of the camp in 2001's Wet, Hot American Summer? Time starts now.
All my years of saying I'm gonna watch it, and finally come back to bite me on the ass. I'm gonna have to pass.
We always say that. Daniel?
Winnipeg. I have no idea.
The answer is Camp Firewood.
That's it?
That is it.
Okay. Sure.
Daniel. Christopher and Peter go by what alternative names in 1990's House Party? Time starts now.
Shit.
Answer needed.
Dwayne and Timmy.
Timma.
Timma!
John.
Unfortunately, my racist mother wouldn't let me watch it back when it came out, so I can't answer the question.
Oh,
Yeah.
that has a story behind it.
I just
Good
told you
God.
the story right there.
It wasn't like an argument. It's like, but mom, I can blah blah blah. Like,
The
Oh, man.
answer is Kid and Play, who are the hip hop duo Kid and
Wait.
Play.
Wait a minute, so they actually went by their actual names in the movie?
Apparently.
that's kind of smart.
John, last question for round 2. What fast food joint had replaced the first White Castle location in 2004's Harold and Kumar Go to White Castle? Time starts now.
Jeez. Again, much like Wet Hot American Summer. I'm just gonna say Jack in the Box.
Come on, Pookie, let's burn this motherfucker down.
It was not Jack in the Box. Daniel?
I'm gonna go with Burger King.
Ugh. No, it's not Burger King. The answer is Burger Shack.
Are you fucking
Oh,
serious?
Yeah.
A fictitious one. Okay.
Fictitious one? Okay, sure.
All right.
So with the lightning round, which we have now moved into, I will be asking each competitor 10 questions each. First, Daniel will get his first 10 questions, John will get his 10 questions after that. You cannot ask for hints, your competitor cannot interrupt the other person. These questions are exclusively one person only. You cannot ask for hints, like I said, but if you misunderstand me or you didn't hear me clearly, I will stop the timer, I will repeat the question, and as soon as I finish repeating the question, I will play the timer back up again. So, any other questions, gentlemen?
Nope.
We're good.
Cool. Your category in the lightning round is 90s. Daniel, you get the first 10 questions. Are you ready?
Wonderful. No, but let's do it.
Time starts now. Who directed 1991's Point Break?
Catherine Bigelow.
Correct. Who plays Queen Elizabeth I in Shakespeare in Love?
Gwyneth Paltrow.
Incorrect. Does M. Night Shyamalan make an appearance in The Sixth Sense?
Yes.
Correct. In Pretty Woman, what won't Vivian do with clients?
Tell them they love her. Tell
Incorrect.
them that.
Who composed the score to Edward Scissorhands?
Danny Elfman.
Correct. In Home Alone, the kids believe Old Man Marley to be a what?
To be a serial killer.
Correct. Who directed Silence of the Lambs?
Jonathan Demme.
Correct. Happy Gilmore sees an ice hockey player take up what sport?
Golfing.
Correct. Never Been Kissed is about a copy editor who goes undercover at a what?
High school.
Correct. Which NBA player stars in Space Jam?
Michael Jordan.
Correct. And with 8 seconds to spare, nicely done. John, it is your turn. Are you ready?
Let's do it.
Awesome. Your time starts now. What are the Misfits called in 1990's Crybaby?
Pass.
Who voices Draco in Dragonheart?
Sean Connery.
Correct. What appendage is cut off Ada in 1993's The Piano?
Fingers.
Correct. Who directed The Truman Show?
Peter Weir.
Correct. Brad Pitt first gained recognition in what film?
Interview with the Vampire.
Incorrect. Tom Cruise plays a what in Jerry Maguire?
Sports agent.
Correct. Four Weddings and a Funeral was released in what year?
1993.
Incorrect. John Bon Jovi made his screen debut in what film?
U571.
Incorrect. Who stars opposite Chris Farley in 1995's Tommy Boy?
David Spade.
Correct. What horror queen plays Magda in There's Something About Mary?
Pass.
Oh, darn it. You still did pretty darn good for your first lightning round.
Yeah.
We now move on to the final round, round 4, dubbed Are You a Movie Oracle, where I ask our competitors questions from past episodes they were in where they got the questions wrong, and we see how they do this time around. Daniel, your first question. Long is the way and hard that out of hell leads up to light is the tagline to what film? Time starts now.
7.
Correct.
Again, I'm gonna quote Larry and say that's not a tagline that can fit the entire poster. No release date, no actors, nothing. The entire fucking thing can be covered. Love you, Larry.
We'd love you, Larry. Great shout out. Appreciate it.
Yeah, Larry, don't know you, but I like you anyway.
LC fucking Screen Talk, man. Good dude. Movie reviewer. The
He's
homie.
awesome. John, your question. What US newspaper is depicted in 2015 Spotlight? Time starts now.
The Boston Globe.
You are correct.
Have you gotten around to seeing that one yet?
Still have not.
Dude, that movie
I've been-
fucked me up.
Daniel, your question. In Dumb and Dumber, what does Lloyd spike Harry's drink with? Time starts now.
Turbolax.
Correct. Ooh, somebody's been studying.
Mm-hmm.
John, your question. How many Academy Awards did Pan's Labyrinth win? Time starts now.
Did it win? Did it win 4?
It did not win 4.
Yeah.
3.
Give
It
him a
was,
point.
what was it? Costumes, I think it was art and makeup.
Daniel, your question. Which actor directed Three Men and a Baby? Time starts now.
Leonard Nimoy.
Correct. John, over to you. Which Queen song appears in the 2019 film Shazam? Time starts
Don't
now.
stop me now.
You are correct. Oh my god, these guys have really learned their stuff. Daniel, your question. In 1994's Pulp Fiction, what drug does Mia snort? Time starts now.
Ooh, I hadn't thought about that one. Let's go with the obvious cocaine.
And that is why it's still incorrect. It is not
Yeah.
cocaine.
Yeah.
That's too obvious. John?
It was heroin.
It was heroin. John, how many songs did John Travolta sing on the Grease soundtrack? Time starts now.
5.
Correct, it was 5. Daniel, what is the name of the mysterious Turkish crime lord in 1995's The Usual Suspects? Time starts now.
Kaiser Soze.
Thank you, sweet Jesus.
Wait a minute. You didn't know Kaiser Soze the first go around?
So here's the thing. I've never actually seen the movie. And so Kaiser Soze being a Turkish crime lord did not click. I just know
Even
Kaiser
though-
Soze is in Usual Suspects. And so I thought myself out of the question the first time. I usually do that. You watch these shows, you know my second thought is usually the thought that
In
fucks me.
Daniel's defense, he was asked this question during the lightning round. He didn't have time to analyze.
Fair enough.
John, your last question. In 1996's Fargo, where is Fargo? Time starts now.
South Dakota.
No! It wasn't South Dakota.
Where's Fargo?
Yeah. Daniel?
Minnesota?
No.
Is it not Minnesota?
It's North Dakota.
Why don't they just put them as one state? What's the point?
We've been asking that question for hundreds of years.
Well, I am gobsmacked, and I would just like to say a huge well done to Daniel on one hell of a catch up. I'm impressed.
Yeah.
Oh, that was awesome. That's great.
1
What
point
happens?
difference.
No, and honestly, Daniel, fantastic.
Thanks, man. Hey,
That was
I was stressed. I was stressed coming up because I'm like, oh shit, this is an actual Hall of Famer, not me managed to like just luck my way into it. But yeah, no, that's
Hey.
fun.
Hey.
Honestly, hey,
Hey.
that Conjuring question, though.
yeah.
Yeah. No, but it was fucking fun, man, as always.
Yeah. Good. I if you're having fun, that's the most important thing.
I'm
It's
very I'm always happy when people say that. I want people to have fun. Ultimately, it's
Yeah.
not really about
Great
winning or
time.
losing. It's just about having a good time, having some laughs, debating which is better between North and South Dakota, apparently. I mean, whatever. But I especially can say that Daniel, you have learned from the lightning round, and so you freaking killed it this
You
time around.
dominated the
8 out
lightning
of
round.
10
Good job.
is
Yeah, Maggie.
Yeah.
that was awesome, because I think you only got 2 or 3 points last time, so there was a lot of passing going on last
Yeah,
time.
no.
And John, you've obviously retained pretty much everything except North Dakota from your past episodes, and like I said, that was tricky, just trying to find stuff that you'd gotten wrong. You just know too much. You know too much.
All information is useless until you need it. I just happen to retain a lot of useless information.
Facts.
Well, I think you both have done awesomely. 18 and 19, those are both extremely high scores. I would have to say, as someone who has hosted John, Daniel, I think you are the only person that John has gone up against who has scored this high a score. He usually thrashes people and leaves them in the dust. And you managed to not only have an awesome comeback, you 1 point. That's one hell of a comeback.
Yeah.
I'm one snort of heroin away from winning this motherfucker.
Callback. I love it.
Reference
well,
humor.
Yes.
if you had gotten that question, that would have meant you were both tied, and then I would have had to find something to untie you guys and pull out. Fortunately, I have a shit ton of questions written down, so I have plenty to choose from. But I want to just say a big congratulations to both of you gentlemen. Daniel, for just really giving John a run for his money today, and I appreciate that, because that is not easy. And John, you have won yet again. God.
Ever the bored tone, man.
Good lord.
I should just like throw the final match just to add
John,
points to
embrace the
proceedings.
heel turn. Be a
No.
villain. Fuck it. Do it.
No. Well, John, as you have won, that means you go on to the final round of this Battle Royale series, and you will be going head to head with Ben. How you feeling about that?
Honestly, I'm dubious. It was a pretty good victory he had in that last round, so I'm intrigued to see how it's going to go.
I am very excited. We will soon find out who is the ultimate Are You a Movie Oracle champion. As always, you can follow and support Daniel and John across social media. All links will be down in the description box below. And I hope that you played along. And if you did, comment down below and tell us what your scores were. You can critique my questions. You can critique my shitty math skills and any other such crap. Whatever, but either way, I hope you had fun, and we will see you in the next episode. Thank you guys so much for being on here. I can't wait to see you guys again in the future, because I'll find a way to get Daniel back somehow.
Bye.